Hello everyone, my name is Ziad Speh, and today I'm going to be presenting the failure of success, Google Stadia. This presentation is about why I believe the Google Stadia failed, even though it had a lot of good things going for it. So let's begin our discussion by describing what the Google Stadia actually is. So the Google Stadia is a cloud-based gaming platform. What this means is that it's a platform that's already available on the internet. So you'd open up your laptop, you'd connect to the Stadia, and then you'd play whatever game you want to play right there on your browser. And what's cool about this is that you can play it on any device that you already have, whether it's your laptop, your PC, your TV, your phone, your tablet, anything that can run YouTube can run the Stadia. And this saves you a lot of cost because you no longer have to buy a dedicated console or a gaming PC, which is going to cost you at least $500. And these days, it's probably going to cost you more than that. The Stadia is only $10 a month. It's actually less than $10 a month. And they even have a free tier, which you don't have to pay anything for. Another cool thing about the Stadia is that it's not bounded by performance constraints. And what I mean by this, as a user, you don't have to worry about whether the game that you want to play is going to work on your device because everything is handled by the Google servers. And as a developer, you don't have to worry about what devices your player base have because anything you make will pretty much run smoothly on Google servers because they have server grade CPUs and GPUs that are way stronger than the typical CPU or PC you have at home. So let's get into a little bit on why the Stadia failed. So in January of 2023, Google shut down the Stadia saying that they didn't get the traction that they were hoping for. And this is weird considering that the Google Stadia competitors, Microsoft's Xbox Cloud Gaming and Nvidia GeForce Now, they're still going strong. They both have about 25 million players each. So why is the Stadia, which innovated on these competitors, why did it fail, and why are these competitors still going strong? Well, the Stadia's major pitfall is its lack of gaming content. When the Stadia was still up and running, it unfortunately only had 40 games in its catalog, and most of these games were games that you probably never heard of. They only had one really popular game, which was Destiny 2, but even Destiny 2 is relatively old for the time that the Stadia came out in. So here's the thing. You as a consumer, why do you want to buy a console? Do you want to buy a console for the sake of owning one, or do you want to buy a console for you to play games? Well, the answer is because you want to play games. So if the console has no games available on it, then there's no reason for you to buy that console. Another thing about the Stadia which could have caused its downfall is that there was really no incentive to actually subscribe to the Stadia in the sense that they had two tiers. They had the free tier and they had the premium tier. The free tier is free, and the only difference between them is that the free tier has 1080p resolution and the premium tier has 4K resolution. The premium tier also had some free games, but again, the games weren't popular and it's not really something that people were looking into. So while 1080p to 4K is an upgrade that's substantial, it's not really something that a lot of people would be willing to purchase. So a lot of people just opted out for using the free tier of the Stadia, and if no one's purchasing the premium tier, then you're not gonna be very successful. Well, that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something about the Stadia and something that you can apply later in different industries.